All right, we're at the top of the hour. I want to welcome everyone to our Saturday morning live webinar. We're going to be talking about the Synergy Compensation Plan, and I'm going to be doing a couple things today. First off, we want to introduce you to a new tool that will help you do a better job potentially explaining the Synergy Compensation Plan, as well as helping people understand that there's two basic choices for their involvement with Synergy worldwide. They can either become a preferred customer or they can join you in the business as a distributor. But before we talk about this new tool, I just want to go back to the Global Health Makeover website and help you understand that this new tool is located on this website, as well as you have our old video for the Synergy Compensation Plan. So the first thing let's do is let's help you understand where the old video is. If you need help on understanding the compensation plan, or if you have a person who's coming into Synergy Worldwide and they want to understand the compensation plan, or if you have someone who's interested in joining Synergy Worldwide and they want to understand the compensation plan before they join, rather than you trying to explain it, or you can use this new tool as a way to give them the highlights of the compensation plan, we do have a video that's been recorded. If you go onto the Global Health Makeover website on the home page, you can see that I'm hovering over resources and there's a drop down menu. There's several choices in your drop down menu, but if you go down to Roadmap to Team Leader, and if you click on Roadmap to Team Leader, it'll take you to a landing page, and on that page is a video on the Synergy Compensation Plan. Give it a couple seconds here. I'm actually recording this morning's webinar, so when I do that, my whole system slows down a bit, especially since we're on a platform. And when you get onto that page, if you just go down, you'll see that there's 3 core videos. And the first core video that you want to pay attention to is Understanding Synergy's Compensation Plan. You can click on that video, and then when you do that, it's going to load up right on your page and it's going to start playing for you. So you can send this page directly to the person, and you can also right click and copy the link. Let me get out of here. And if you remember from a previous webinar, you can right click, let's see, you can, or copy shortcut. Just go down here and click on copy shortcut, and you can copy the shortcut, which is the URL version or the URL link for that video, and you can send that URL link by itself. So again, you right click on the video, copy shortcut. That copy shortcut will capture the URL address for that video, and then you can send that URL address in an email to a person. Now, that video there, again, gives in great detail the Synergy Compensation Plan, what's called the Dual Linear Mega Match Compensation Plan. The resource that we're going to talk about today, Bob has put into the Global Health Makeover website. Again, if you hover over resources, you'll see resource tools, and if you click on resource tools, it'll take you to that section of the Global Health Makeover website. And once you're on there, if you scroll down, you'll see PDFs, and again, it's right there. This is the front, this is the back. I'm not sure if we'll have time to go through the back, but I will certainly show you the back of it. And my suggestion to everyone on this call is on your computer, you set up a folder, label your folder PDFs. That way you know that anything that you store from a PDF standpoint is located in that folder. And then all you need to do is, again, right click on this thing that says, let me take it, where it says download PDF, Synergy Worldwide Overview, 2 basic choices. If you right click, then save target as, and when you click on that, that will allow you to then direct where you want that to go on your laptop or your operating system, whether you're using a tablet or a laptop or a PC or you're using a Mac or whatever. You can then put that into the file folder that you want, that you've set up. So as you can see here, I would go into my documents. When I go into my documents, I actually have a section here. Let me get into my documents. I actually have a section that I have on my documents for PDFs. I would then click on my PDFs, and then I would just download that into my PDF section. So I don't need to go through that process. So again, all you do, you learn how to use your mouse to right click, save target as, put it into that document, that file that you created on your computer, label it PDFs. That way you can keep all your PDFs in one section. And then if you ever need to send this document, this PDF, to someone who's interested in Synergy Worldwide, or you have a new distributor, or you have an existing distributor who wants to better understand Synergy's compensation plan, you can send them a link to the video, and you can also send them a link to this new tool that we've developed to help you show a a presentation in terms of how they can join Synergy Worldwide, either as a preferred customer or as a distributor, and then help them understand the compensation plan if they choose to become a distributor. Now, let's go ahead and go through this document. And as we go through this, again, I want people to understand that if you have questions as I go through this, please go ahead and either type in the chat box your question. Judy will interrupt me and let me know what that question is, or you can unmute yourself and you can directly ask me a question. I'm going to increase the size of this a little bit. And understand that I'm going to take you through a presentation, and you just need to understand how you gear your presentation. You can make this as simple or as informative as what you feel is needed for the person that you're talking to. If I'm talking to someone who has no experience in network marketing, I most likely won't cover everything that I'm going to share with you today. If I'm talking to a person who is very experienced in network marketing, then I'm going to get into more depth and detail with regards to information that I share with them. So your presentation needs to be tailored to the person that you're talking to. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to most likely just give you all the information. That way everyone on this call can either use that information to help themselves better understand Synergy's compensation plan, or hear it for the first time and just, as you do this or as you listen to the video, these things will become much clearer. Now, if I'm talking to a new person and I'm not sure exactly where they're coming from, I want to use this tool because we want people to understand that there's two basic choices for their involvement in Synergy Worldwide. They can become a preferred customer, or they can join as a distributor. The key question is, do they want to be just a happy product user, or do they want to come into the business? Or do they want to be a happy product user to first make sure that the product is working for themselves, and then if the product's working for themselves, they want to share it with other people. At that point in time, they would become a distributor. So in my presentation, I want to first understand where that person's coming from. Maybe they're not sure, and they'll say to me, well, Dan, I'm not quite sure what I want to do at this time. Why don't you give me all the information? Or, Dan, I just want to be a product user. Great. Then I would suggest that you become a preferred customer in Synergy Worldwide because it's free to join. There's no cost. There's no business attachment. I'm not going to talk to you about the business. Synergy Worldwide is not going to approach you about the business. No one in Synergy Worldwide in our organization is going to talk to you about the business. There is no business attachment to this unless this is something in the future that you decide that you want to do. And then if you tell me that, I'll then be more than happy to work with you and help you understand how to become a distributor, how to begin to implement marketing strategies to gain your client base and begin to develop your organization. But unless you bring that up to me, at this point in time, I'm not going to talk to you about the business. The nice thing about this preferred customer program is you can get wholesale pricing. You're going to get the same wholesale pricing that I as a distributor get. So you can join for free, get wholesale pricing, and you can earn reward points on your personal purchases of whatever products that you get from Synergy Worldwide. And if you decide that you want to stay a preferred customer, you love the benefits that you're getting from the Synergy products, and you decide that you want to share those benefits and products with other people that you know, you can refer them to Synergy Worldwide, and your referrals will earn you reward points. Now, if you choose to do that, I'll spend a little bit more time with you helping you understand how to make sure that your referrals are attached to your preferred customer number. What that means is if you decide to become a preferred customer, Synergy Worldwide is going to assign you a number so that when you go to order in the future, you'll have your preferred customer number. That way they will be able to make sure that all those reward points are going directly to you and that your product is being shipped to you. And your referrals, as long as they give your preferred customer number to Synergy, then Synergy will give you credit and allow you to earn reward points on whatever products that your referrals purchase. Now, the nice thing about those reward points is as they accumulate, you can then redeem those points for free products. And then the other really nice feature about the Preferred Customer Program is it comes with a 120-day money-back guarantee. So meaning that your first order, whatever you choose to get, Synergy gives you 120 days to evaluate that product and the product outcome. Is it achieving the results that you want to achieve? And if it is, then you can make the decision whether you want to continue using Synergy products. That's what we find with most of our preferred customers. They get such a great experience on the product. For example, I have a client whose blood pressure was 160/90. Got on ProArginine Plus, which is our flagship product, and their blood pressure went from 160/90 to 112/68. Needless to say that that person who was facing getting on medication didn't have to go on medication because she found a natural way to address her high blood pressure. And not only did it bring her blood pressure back into the normal range, but it also provided her with better energy and other health benefits that she has continued to use that product now for 5 years. That's how much that means to her. So again, you have the ability to make that evaluation on the product. If it doesn't achieve the results that you're looking for, then you can return that product back to Synergy Worldwide for a full refund. And the only thing that they don't give back to you would be whatever the shipping fee was to send that product to you. Now, before I go any further, does anyone have any questions about my presentation and how I did things with regards to the preferred customer segment of the two basic choices of how a person can become involved with Synergy Worldwide? All right, I'm going to go on then. If you do have any questions, just unmute yourself and we can address them. Now, let's say a person says, well, again, I'm not sure. Tell me about the business. Or, for example, I have a person, his name is George. George is in Texas. George started on a product last month. He's been on the product now for 3 weeks. George had high blood pressure. He found me through the internet, through one of my YouTube videos. I talked with George. George ordered just one canister because he wanted to try the product. You know, he's tried other things unsuccessfully, and he didn't want to make a large financial commitment, so he just got one canister. Now, my protocol to George is the same protocol that I use with everyone. I always start people off with a half a scoop one time a day for the first 3 days. On day number 4, they go to 1 scoop and do that for the next 3 days. And then on day 7, they go to a scoop and a half, where they split that, where they do 1 scoop in the morning and a half scoop late afternoon or early evening. That's the protocol that I used with George. That's the protocol that he followed. He's now been on the product coming up to 3 weeks. 2 days ago, he was at a Walgreens or a Walmart or whatever. They had the high blood pressure cuff in there in the machine. He was nervous about taking his blood pressure, but he decided since he was there, he would do it. And when he took his blood pressure readings, he was in the 130/80 range, which was substantially less than the 160/90 range that he was at when his doctor told him that he had high blood pressure and he needed to get on medication. And George told his doctor, well, give me some time to see if I can't get a natural way to address this. So George is extremely happy about the kind of success that he's seen. Plus, he's also felt better. He has better energy and other things that he sees. So he now wants to become a distributor. And one of the things that he wants to know is what is required to become a distributor. using this presentation tool, as I've already shared with him, George, if you decide that you want to become a distributor, there's really just two basic things that you need to complete to become a distributor. First off, you need to pay this one-time only fee, a non-refundable registration fee of $24.95. Then the next thing that you need to do is you need to place an activation order. That activation order needs to be either for one tracking center or for 3 tracking centers. What does that mean? Well, George, it would mean that you would need to establish one tracking center with either 4 boxes or 4 canisters of ProAgile Plus. That would be $200 plus tax and shipping. Or another alternative, which is what we feel is a better value, is that you can get a jumbo jar plus 1. That big jumbo jar is equal to 6 of those boxes. It's 180 servings, and they give you a box of single serve sticks. So my suggestion to you, George, is that would be $240. So for $40 more plus tax and shipping, you would be able to get 3 extra units of ProAgile Plus. It's a much better value. Use the jumbo jar for your own personal use, and then use the box of single serves as a sampling program to give a person a stick of ProAgile Plus just to taste test. They're not going to necessarily see benefits off of one stick, but if they want to know, well, what does it taste like, George? Well, you can give them a stick, they can taste test it, and then you can share with them your results that you've already seen on ProAgile Plus. I'll help you understand how to package your current testimonial in an effective way to create that interest for them to want to use the product. Now, that would be about $250 to $263, depending upon what your sales tax is for the area that you're at. Some people will want to carry some inventory, so they'll get 12 boxes or they'll get 12 canisters of ProAgile Plus. That's about $500 for them to come in that way. So again, it all depends upon how you want to structure your business, George, and what is best for you from a cash flow standpoint. And understand that no matter what decision that you make, you have a 120-day money-back guarantee. Not on the $24.95 because that's a non-refundable registration fee, but whatever you spend on product, that will come with a 120-day money-back guarantee so that you can get into the business. I can begin to work with you and help you understand how to develop your synergy business, how to develop your marketing strategy, how to deploy that marketing strategy to help you start gaining clients, customers, and attract some business builders to you. And you can decide in that 120-day period if this is working for you or not. If it's not, we return it. If it is, we go forward and we continue this process of developing your synergy business. Now, that's how much he knows so far, and that's what I've explained. Now, George, I got a text message from him late last night, so I've got to do a follow-up phone call from him today because he's got another person who's been after him to join the Noni business, and now they're interested because George tried Noni, had no benefit from Noni, has benefits from ProAgile Plus. He's been sharing with this person who's been trying to recruit him into Noni. He's now sharing with that person what his results are on ProAgile Plus. And as George has told this person, you know, you can't have a business without a product that doesn't work. And now the Noni person is interested in looking at Synergy Worldwide as a business opportunity. That person from Noni is going to most likely want to know what the synergy compensation plan is. So again, what is this tool designed to do? This tool is designed to help you put information in front of people, not to overwhelm them with information, but to tailor the information that you give them according to where that person is at. As you've most likely seen from my presentation this morning, I've taken this presentation and I put it into segments. Those segments are geared to the type of person that I'm talking to. And I'm talking to them in segments based upon where they're at in their progression of absorbing information. Now, one of the things I had suggested to George is I sent him a link to a couple things that we have, and my suggestion is if this person is truly interested in looking at Synergy Worldwide, then we would coordinate a three-way call, George, myself, and this individual, so that I could answer any of their questions. If that person wanted to know more information about the Synergy Compensation Plan, then I could put this tool in front of that person. I could send them an email so that they could have that, open up their email, click on the URL link to this PDF that would open up on their screen, or I could send that PDF as an attachment in my email where they could then open up the attachment on their computer, and then I could go over with them Synergy's compensation plan. Synergy's compensation plan is what we call a dual linear mega match compensation plan. There's basically just two sides to your organization. Some people would look at it as a binary program, but it's more than a binary, because Synergy does a couple things in your dual linear mega match program that are not done in binary programs. So let's understand the structure first. When you come into Synergy Worldwide, you establish either one tracking center or three tracking centers, but it doesn't matter whether you have one or three. After that, everything grows either on your left side or your right side or both. And what we ideally want to do is we want to grow both sides of your organization, your left side and your right side. Now, before we talk about the 7 streams of income, we need to understand a couple things. Since you're experienced in network marketing, understand that there are no breakaways. In some compensation plans, when people that you sponsor or people that they sponsor, when they hit certain rank advancements, they break away from your organization and become an entity onto their own. That does not happen in Synergy Worldwide. Any person that you sponsor, whether it's on your left side or your right side, and any person that they would sponsor, if they're on your left side, then any person that they sponsor is also on your left side. If you've sponsored someone on your right side and they start sponsoring, any people that they sponsor will be on your right side. And that can grow to infinity. From a conceptual standpoint, there is no cap to the depth of either organization, and there are no breakaways. So everyone that is on your left side stays on your left side, can continue to sponsor and recruit people into Synergy Worldwide to grow the depth of your left and right side, depending upon what side they're on, because there's no cap, and all the volume that is created is on either the left side or the right side, depending upon where they're located. So that means that any business that they do, any business that people that they brought into Synergy Worldwide do, any business that those people brought into Synergy Worldwide, whatever the volume is through preferred customers or business builders, all that volume is on whichever side that they're at. And Synergy banks your volume. What that means is if you're properly qualified with an auto ship on your tracking center 1, then if you've got excess volume on your right side versus your left side, Synergy will bank that excess volume, that as your organization grows, let's say that your right side ends up with, or your left side ends up with more volume than your right side, they'll take the banked volume and apply that. So it's kind of like a safe deposit box. As your organization grows and one side has greater volume than the other and you're properly qualified, Synergy will take the difference and put that into that safe deposit box for you, so that if as your organization grows your sides flip in volume, they'll take out of that safe deposit box and use that volume to pay you commissions. So how do we get paid in Synergy Worldwide? Well, there's 7 streams of income. Some people like to treat this like a business where they sell directly to their customers. If that's something that is of interest to you, I'll teach you how to do that, because that's what I do. I do a blend of selling to customers. I have preferred customers from Synergy Worldwide where I earn, in number 2, elite rebates off of them, as well as I have distributors in Synergy Worldwide. So what I did is I came out of a brick and mortar business. I understood the aspect of having inventory and developing a customer base and selling directly to customers. So I created a business model for myself. Now, that might not apply to you, but it would apply to a chiropractic physician, or it would apply to a personal trainer where they already have a built-in client base and they can bring a product into their operation that is completely compatible with their core business philosophy and what they're trying to do. Or maybe a massage therapist. I just talked to a massage therapist. In fact, I'm meeting with a massage therapist next Tuesday at 9 o'clock, and I'll be talking to her about how she could bring this product into her existing massage therapy business, and how Pro Arginate Plus would be a natural fit to what she's already doing, and it would be a way for her to earn extra profit, as well as when her clients no longer come to her for a massage, they would still continue to use the product, and she would still be able to either earn net profits if she's selling to them directly, or she can convert them into preferred customers where she could be earning elite rebates. So what is this elite rebate? Well, if I have a person who wants to get onto a Jumbo Jar Plus One, I'll talk to them about becoming a preferred customer so that they can get that Jumbo Jar Plus One directly from Synergy Worldwide as a preferred customer. It's free for them to join. They're going to get the same pricing that I get it for, and they're going to earn reward points, which is a benefit to them because they can redeem those reward points for free products. And the nice thing about it is because I'm properly qualified on my Tracking Center 1, when they purchase that Jumbo Jar Plus One, the CV value of that product, I'm going to earn a 25% rebate. That means that I'm going to earn $42.50 as an elite rebate for their order. Now, again, you can earn elite rebates on anything that's above 150 CV of volume on your Tracking Center 1. It could be personal orders that you make in the month because, again, you're selling direct to customers, or it could be your preferred customers that now that you've got them into the preferred customer program, they're ordering on their own. You know, I have a large amount of volume this month just from people who've ordered their own products through the preferred customer program. So again, it's a nice thing because what it does is it creates cash flow. It creates at least $500 or more every month for me in cash flow to grow my Synergy business. How would you like to have an extra $500 in your pocket every month just from people on their own ordering products through the preferred customer program and you earning those elite rebates? Now, if you have some of those people decide that they want to become distributors, or if you have other people in the network marketing industry who are dissatisfied with their company, or maybe their company has changed their compensation plan, or maybe their company is in trouble, or maybe their company has actually gone out of business, and they go from company to company to company trying to find that stable company with a product that's actually going to help benefit people where they can actually build a real legitimate business around, and they keep going from company to company to company. Well, I've been with Synergy Worldwide for 8 years, and there's a reason why. The products flat out work, and secondly, the company hasn't changed their compensation plan, because they built it right from the beginning. All they've ever done is enhance their compensation plan. Like they added the elite rebates, and they now have what we call the Elite Honors bonus money every month. We'll talk about that later. So I've been with Synergy for 8 years because this is the stablest company that I know of in the network marketing industry, and they have products that flat out work. Plus, they've made the commitment to produce new supplements, new products that will be patented. Their delivery systems will be patented, where we can dominate the marketplace over the next 5 years. That Synergy Worldwide will become the nutritional supplement company here in North America with patented products and patented delivery systems that protects me as a distributor. Now, if you come in, or if I enroll you, if you come in with one tracking center, I would earn a $25 fast start bonus. And if you come in with 3 tracking centers, I would earn a $50 fast start bonus. Again, it's not financial freedom, but it is cash flow that you can use to grow your business. But understand, you can create a great deal more cash flow through your preferred customers. So Synergy wants you to have a blend of both customers and business builders. Customers create your cash flow. Business builders create your residual income. If you teach your business builders to also have customers and bring in distributors, then every one of those distributors that you bring into Synergy Worldwide will have greater volume because they have more customers. That volume makes a difference in your basic commissions. We earn up to 10% minus adjustments on the side with the smallest amount of CV. So, for example, let's go back up to this left side and right side. Let's say that my left side had 1,000 CV and my right side had 2,000. My left side, I'd get paid a basic commission of up to 10% minus adjustments. I'm just going to use 7% as a figure because I've never seen it be less than 7% in my 8 years in Synergy Worldwide. So I would earn $70 on the basic commissions on the volume on my left-hand side. Now, if I'm teaching my organization how to grow and develop a real business, and they add customers and distributors and customers over time, that volume's going to grow. And I want to do the same thing on my left side and my right side. Why do I want to do that? Because every person that I bring into Synergy Worldwide that I personally sponsored, and I'm properly qualified on my Tracking Center 1, and they're properly qualified on their Tracking Center 1, and they're building their Synergy business with their left side and their right side, as their organizational volume grows, they're going to start earning a basic commission. So let's say that they get their left side to 1,000 CV and their right side is at 2,000 CV. What's their basic commission at 7%? $70. I mega match that dollar for dollar. So Synergy is going to add a $70 to my compensation for the month through what's called mega matches. And the nice thing about this is there is no limit to the number of mega matches that I can earn. And it doesn't matter whether they're on my left side or my right side, whether my left side is my weak or strong leg, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter which side, whether it's weak or strong, and it doesn't matter where they're at. They can be one generation from me or they could be 1,000 generations down from me. If I've personally sponsored them and I'm qualified on my Tracking Center 1 and they're qualified on their Tracking Center 1 and they start earning earning a basic commission, whatever that basic commission is, I'm going to mega match that, and the only cap is that they cap it at $20,000 per person. Well, I can live with that, because if that person's making $20,000 a month, that means that they've created a huge organization. They could become more successful than what I am in Synergy Worldwide. I would welcome that. There's no competition. I don't have to worry about people that I've sponsored, whether I have to compete with them. Instead, I want to invest in them and help them be as wildly successful as what they choose to be. And if they're more successful than I am, more power to them, because I'm going to mega match them dollar for dollar on their basic commission. And because there are no breakaways, I never have to worry about them breaking away from my organization. Instead, I can always work to help them be successful and help them help their people be successful. So the more people that I sponsor and invest in their success, the more opportunities that I have to earn mega matches. And if I had 10 people who are earning a $70 basic commission, that would mean $700 in mega matches. If those 10 people earned $1,000 each in mega matches, I would earn $7,000 for that month in mega matches. If those 10 people earned $10,000 a month in basic commission, then I would earn $70,000 that month in mega matches. That's how powerful this section of the dual linear mega match compensation plan is. This is the key to your success. The key to your success in long-term residual income is to be able to sponsor people and then help them understand how to build their synergy business and treat it like a real business, building a customer base and a distributor base. Now, as your organization grows and as that weak leg grows and gets above a certain level, then synergy starts paying you on the other side, your strong side. And that's what we call a leadership bonus. So this is why it's called a dual linear mega match compensation plan. You can earn on both sides of your business. You can earn on your left and right side as you grow your synergy business and your weak leg gets above a certain threshold. Synergy starts paying you on your strong side, and they have a formula for it, and we're not going to get into that, but it can ultimately be about 4% on your strong side. And then finally, Synergy has what they call a global share program, and that's for the people who really get up there in Synergy worldwide. And I'm not going to get into that, because if you haven't seen the power of what we have here in just the first 6 ones, and in fact, if you haven't seen the power of what we have in the first 5 streams of income, then this is most likely not for you. But if you can see the power, especially the power of the mega match, and why it's so significant to not only bring people into Synergy worldwide, but also to teach them to get their own, to develop a customer base, to help them create their cash flow, because that cash flow is what's going to keep them in the business. And then as they bring distributors in, teach their distributors to create a customer base to create that cash flow, you're going to see your basic commissions begin to go up. You're going to see their basic commissions go up, and you're going to see your mega matches go up. And Synergy has created a program that helps us harness this compensation plan in the proper way. Now, before I go to the back side of this flyer, do I have any questions from anyone on today's call of anything that I've presented so far? And again, understand, I've given you more detail than what you might want, but again, I'm talking to a person who's in network marketing, who understands compensation plans, and they need to know why ours is going to work for them. Do we have any questions?
Dan?
Yes.
I just have a comment to make. I probably have listened to the compensation plan and have it explained to me many times over, and I get a little bit every single time, but it never really had a overall understanding. And this sheet helps, so I get information, but then I go away and I don't remember certain things. I have this now as a reference sheet, not only for myself, but for people that I want to explain the business to. This gives me that extra security of having it written down in front of me and being able to share it and not having to keep it all in my mind. Thank you. This is amazing.
You're welcome, Penny, and I want to make one additional comment on what you said. I hope people saw something in what I did today. I tried to blend stories into sharing this information. So what did I do? I talked about George Thatcher. All right? Again, this is a real live person from who's looking at the Synergy compensation plan, who started first as a customer, now is interested in the business. George has a person in Noni who's now interested in Synergy worldwide. So what I've done is, as I've made my presentation, I have shared a story with the presentation to again help make this more personal and help that person see how they can do the same thing. And like anything, Penny, you'll get better as you do more presentations. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely.
And
it makes it real.
Right. We want to make it real. And I'm recording this so that you'll also have this up on our YouTube channel, so that if you ever need to go back and listen to just this segment of how to use this tool, you'll have that where you can listen to it and listen to it and listen to it, and use the phrases that you like. And if they're, again, you want your voice, not my voice, but if there's certain phrases that you like or certain ways that I transition from one to the next, again, all that is just skill building, and skill building, like anything, just takes time.
Well, that's one of the benefits too that I have with this is that I try to take notes, and while I'm writing down something, you're saying something else that's really profound, and I don't have time to write it, but I know that I can go back because I love George's story. How even in a short time he saw the value of the business because the product worked so much. I couldn't get all that down, so now I know I can go back and I can listen and pick out the parts that resonate with me and have, like you said, put it in my own words or your words, but with my voice.
Right.
And once again, it helps me learn.
Great. Anyone else have any questions or comments before I just give you an overview of the backside of this PDF?
Yeah, Dan, it's Homer.
Yes, Homer.
Would you use this as a handout? Would you hand this out to people, or would you just use it, laminate it and use it as, a guide?
All the above.
Okay.
In addition to sending a PDF through an attachment on an email.
Right.
Yeah, because if I'm talking to George, who's in Texas, there's no way that I'm going to go fly to see George in Texas when I can easily send this as an attachment to George, and then we can talk about it over the telephone, or we could do a Skype if he's on Skype. So yeah, we want to use modern technology to benefit, or they can pull this up on their phone.
Right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Dan?
Yes.
Dan, I went and laminated one, the front and the back, so I could carry it with me all the time, because when I carry lots of times paper, they get messed up. So I laminated it so I can pull it out anytime I need it, so I can have people can actually see something as well as listen to what I have to say. But then I also will be sending things for their own copy, or even if they're here, close to me, so that they have that in their system as well. So like you said, all the things that any way we can use our technology is to our benefit.
Absolutely. Anyone else have anything before I show the backside? All right, let me just show you the backside. We will not have time today to go through any type of presentation on the backside. But again, understand that this is a progression of information based upon where a person is at. Now, I would not show this backside to a person who is just interested in being a preferred customer. I might give them the sheet, and then they can flip it over on their own. And then if they decide that they want to talk to me because, hey, how do you get this Elite Honors bonus money? How do I earn $250 or $500 or $1,200? Well, I then that would be appropriate to talk to them. Now, if that person said, well, okay, like when George comes into Synergy Worldwide, one of my goals then is to help George understand how to be Elite Honors qualified. And let me increase this a little bit in size. Basically, Elite Honors is our core building block. And we have two basic methods in North America. We have either what we call 650 up and 150 down, or we have the 800 up alternative. And basically, George, all it is we want to create a customer base, and we also want to recruit people in the Synergy Worldwide. Anything that volume is created through our customers that's attached to our Tracking Center 1, your monthly auto ship or your personal orders, all that volume is attached to your Tracking Center 1, and when that volume gets to be 650, then you just need one new distributor to join you in Synergy Worldwide, and you'll have 800 CV attached to that, and you'll be what we call Elite Honors qualified. But if for some reason you don't have a new distributor join you for that month, you can create that volume just strictly through customers and personal orders. Create your 800 up that way. In fact, we actually have a video, George, that helps explain the 650 up, 150 down, and the 800 up alternative, and I'll send you those videos so that you can watch them and have a better understanding of how this works. Now, my goal is to help you be Elite Honors qualified. And George, the reason for that is because Synergy Worldwide has put this bonus money in play for 2016. And what it means is if I'm Elite Honors qualified, and George, I'll tell you that since Synergy started this program last year, every month I've been Elite Honors qualified. And the reason why is because my customer base is large enough that whether I sponsor a new distributor or not, I'm always going to create 800 CV or volume or more just from my customer base. So they guarantee that I'm going to be Elite Honors qualified every month. I'll teach you how to do the same thing. Because if I can help you and other people that I've personally sponsored be Elite Honors qualified, Synergy will give me bonus money. In the month that I'm Elite Honors qualified, if I can help you and one other person be Elite Honors qualified, Synergy is going to give me bonus money of $250. That's not a one-time bonus. That's every month that I'm personally Elite Honors qualified and have two of my personally sponsored distributors also be Elite Honors qualified. Synergy is going to add to my compensation. They don't take away from the compensation plan. They add this to the compensation plan, $250. Currently, George, I'm up to 4 people. I have 4 people in my organization every month that I personally sponsored who are Elite Honors qualified. What does that do for me? That helps me earn an extra $500. George, I'm working my way towards 10. I'm working my way towards 10 individuals that I personally sponsored, that I'm invested in helping them be Elite Honors qualified so that I can earn that extra $1,200. This applies to you too, George. So as you come into Synergy, your first goal is what we call our 10-10 Club, and that first goal is for you to personally be Elite Honors qualified. Now, the second goal of the 10-10 Club is I'm going to help 10 of my personally sponsored distributors be Elite Honors qualified each and every month. And George, you're one of them. Now, I can't do it for you, but I will definitely work with you and assist you and help you develop your marketing strategy so that you can become Elite Honors qualified. And then, George, the third goal of the 10-10 Club is for me to help those 10 personally sponsored distributors, you being one of them, find their 10 personally sponsored distributors and help them be Elite Honors qualified. So, George, what that says to you is that I'm invested into you and helping you be Elite Honors qualified, and I will also work with you personally to help you find your 10 to help them be Elite Honors qualified. And in that process, you will gain experience, you will gain knowledge, you'll gain understanding, and you'll understand how to apply this 10-10 Club personally to your organization, replicating exactly what I'm doing with you. Investing in your 10 people to help them find their 10 people, and they're then going to repeat that. That's the beauty of the 10-10 Club, and it's going to make a massive difference in your compensation, your residual income from Synergy Worldwide. It's going to turbocharge your basic commissions. It's going to turbocharge the basic commissions of those people that you've personally sponsored, which means that it's going to turbocharge your mega matches, and it's going to help you get into the leadership bonus faster and at a higher level. And it's all based upon this 10-10 Club and how we're invested in helping people understand the basic building block of Synergy Worldwide, which is the Elite Honors Program, and helping them create their customer base and attract distributors, people who want to join them in the Synergy business. Now, that is a very quick, short overview of the backside of this 2 core building blocks. Your Elite Honors Program, and then how to structure that effectively in the 10-10 Club to help you see significant increases in your basic commissions, mega matches, and leadership bonuses. We're past our time. Do I have any final questions or comments before we say goodbye and hope everyone has a beautiful weekend?
Hello, Dan. It's Donald.
Yes, Donald.
I couldn't let you finish this training webinar without commenting on the front page of the presentation today. I'm coming from when you spoke about businesses. In fact, let me talk stories. I've got 2 stories. I've got a health story and I've got a business story. And when you talked about people who you want to bring into a business. I've been in at least 5 businesses. The coffee business, the water business, the undergarment business, and a couple of others. In fact, the businesses, I realize, has the names of states. I don't want to name the individual businesses, but the acronym of states. But I've never made the kind of residual income in any of those businesses that I'm making in Synergy, and I want to say that categorically. And I came into this business from the health perspective because I had a health problem. You helped me develop my health story, and you're going to be working on my business story. And I want people on this call to understand that we all have stories, and you talk about sharing your stories. You definitely have to share your story. So Dan, I thank you, and I continue to work with you in helping me build my business.
You're welcome, Donald. It's been a pleasure to work with you, and it's been an honor and privilege to be able to help you because you've got a passion for wanting to help people improve their health, and you've got a passion for people helping them develop a solid business in the area of network marketing that's going to be a solid business that if they stay with it, like any business, you've got to have marketing strategies that you must deploy to create your customer base. So, there is work involved in it, but if you do the work, at least you know that you can build something and know that Synergy Worldwide is going to be there for you, and that you know that you've got the stability and the commitment for Synergy, not just to be there, but you've got the commitment from Synergy Worldwide to grow to a $500 million company, and that's just the start of where they want to go to. Once they hit $500 million, then the next goal is to be a $1 billion to $2 billion company. They want to dominate the nutrition industry, and I'm glad that we're all part of this.
Hey, Dan?
Yes.
Yes, we have a question from Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Will you explain why 3 tracking centers is better? And if you have 3 tracking centers, do you have to have 3 auto ships?
Well, I'll do it backwards. No, you only need to have auto ship on tracking center 1. So you never have to have auto ships on all 3 tracking centers. If your auto ship on tracking center 1 completely qualifies you for all commissions. And if you go to, I don't know if it's in the roadmap to team leader. We don't have time today to talk about why 3 tracking centers are better than 1. With the new Elite Honors program, it's not as important as what it used to be. The reason for the 3 tracking centers that we used to promote is that basic commission, or I take that back, elite rebates are not paid on 12 packs of ProArginine Plus. So if you order a 12 pack on your tracking center 1, the volume will go there, but you won't get paid any elite rebates. So the reason why we encouraged people to have 3 tracking centers was so that they could order their products on either their tracking center 2 or tracking center 3 if they were doing 12 packs, so that they could put it on the side that was their weak leg. And if they did that, if you go into the new distributor orientation checklist, I know we've got a video that explains this. If you go into the new distributor orientation checklist on the Global Health Makeover website, you'll go to understanding sponsoring and placement. Is it there? Nope. Let's go up to here. Build your infrastructure. Okay. So if you go into Global Health Makeover website, hover your cursor over resources, drop down menu, new distributor orientation checklist, go down to the checklist. If you click on build your infrastructure, You know, when I clicked on it, it closed. When I clicked on it, it opened. And if you go down and scroll, you'll see why 3 tracking centers. And that video, Dr. Mark will do a better job explaining this than what I can in the next minute.
I just want to make one other comment, Dan,
Yes.
if I may.
Mm-hmm.
And again, on that first page, you talked about bank volume.
Mm-hmm.
And coming from those businesses, Synergy's compensation plan is huge. I have not lost any of my volume since I've been in Synergy. And in the other businesses, if you do not, the bank volume goes away at the end of every month, which doesn't happen in Synergy. And this is very, very important. And Dan, I'm sure you'll get into that in some other video.
Well, two things. Two things with regards to that, Donald. First off, let me tell people where they can find that. Again, if you go into resources on the Global Health Makeover website, if you hover over resources and go back to the roadmap to Team Leader, of the 3 core videos, if you click on sponsoring and placement, best practices to optimize potential commissions, in that video we talk about bank volume. Now, in relationship to what Donald just shared with you, when Donald came into his organization, his left-hand side took off and created a lot of volume for him, greater than what his right-hand side did. And because Donald has maintained proper qualifications on his Tracking Center 1, all that extra volume over and above what was going on in his right-hand side, Synergy banked. Right now, his right-hand side is growing faster than his left-hand side. And so his left-hand side this month has a lot of volume in it. And all that volume greater than what his left-hand side currently has, all the right-hand side volume is greater than his left-hand, he's getting paid basic commissions out of what he banked on his left-hand side. And that's going to make a big difference in Donald's check this month from Synergy Worldwide. That's the power that Donald's talking about. And again, this video, Proper Sponsoring and Placement, Best Practices to Optimize Potential Commissions, talks about that as well as sponsoring and placement techniques to help you maximize that bank volume that Donald's talking about. Thanks for bringing that up, Donald.
Sure.
Okay, last call, and then we're closing the bar.
We do have a lot of thank yous, Dan, for a great webinar. So everyone does appreciate what you've said today and what you've laid out. So thanks from me too.
Well, you're welcome, Judy. And like I share with people, understand that you can make the presentation as detailed as you need to based upon who you're talking to, which also means the reverse is true. You can make it as simple of a presentation as you need it to be based upon the person that you're talking to. All I try to do is give you as much today as possible in relationship to the type of person that you might be talking to. Thanks, everyone. Have a blessed weekend.